Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When it comes to hearing loss, my dad has had struggles with it for a while. After realizing just how high the TV volume was getting, he realized he needed to do something about it. Now, my dad isn't a fan of doctors, so I knew we needed to go a different route for him. So we decided to look into online hearing aid companies that take a lot of the doctors out of the equation. So after looking for a while, we found the Jabra Enhance Plus. I hope by sharing this research, you'll get an idea if Jabra will be the right fit for you. So throughout this video, I'm going to be going over the hearing aids that he eventually chose. Jabra Enhance Select 50R, which he's been pretty pleased with for the past few months. We'll talk about their features, how well they work, what ordering them looks like, some pros and cons my dad has noticed with them, and of course, how much they cost. Now, if at any point you do feel like checking out Jabra for yourself or a family member, be sure to use the affiliate link I left down in the description. I used that link when we got my dad's hearing aids, and when you use it, you'll automatically get a discount that you wouldn't get if you went straight to the website. That being said, what is Jabra? So, Jabra is an audio technology company that partnered up with another company called Lively back in 2022 to start producing hearing aids. They offer over-the-counter hearing aids, which means you don't need a prescription or to visit an audiologist to get yourself a pair. And after you place your order, they deliver them right to your door, so you don't have to deal with the hassle of extra fees and long wait times. So now I want to get a little bit into their pricing and features to help you decide if they're what you're looking for or not. Now, Jabra is known to produce a quality product for a pretty reasonable price, and according to my dad and my research, their hearing aids have quite a few features that a lot of other ones don't, even on their lower tiered models. Now, they do have 3 options to choose from, but since my dad only used the Jabra Enhance Select 50R, that's what I'm doing this review on. So the Enhance Select 50R is their top-end, lower tier model, meaning it's the best option available in their lowest of the 3 price ranges. It costs around $1,000 if you pay it all at once, and around $33 a month on a payment plan that they offer. Now, one thing that I thought was solid was that they offer a 100 days risk-free trial, which means you can get a good feel for how they work before you have to fully commit to keeping them. They also come with a standard 1-year warranty and free shipping within the US. Now, like I mentioned, it's got some pretty high-end features for a lower-end model, like Bluetooth connectivity to your phone, and a special algorithm that picks up the noise around you or a conversation you're having and reduces background noise to make it easier for you to hear what you're trying to listen to more clearly. It's also dust-proof and waterproof, which means you don't have to be worried about being caught in the rain. And it has 3 different modes you can use to either enhance your focus, pick up on ambient sounds, or use a dynamic mode that'll change the settings based on your surroundings. Oh, and I should add that the battery lasts for around 12 hours. And if you use the rechargeable carrier case, kind of like the ones that come with AirPods or some other Bluetooth earbuds, it can go up to 35 hours, which is good if you're ever traveling and won't be able to recharge for a while. And if by now you'd like to try out Jabra with a bit of a discount, use the link I put down in the description to automatically get you a discount that you won't be able to get if you go directly to their site. Okay, now in the name of transparency, let's get into some things my dad didn't like about them. Now, while I will say that my dad really does like them, honestly, he's a no-frills type guy. He has no interest in anything that's going to be complicated or take a lot to operate. Like, he couldn't care less about Bluetooth. He honestly didn't know what Bluetooth was, so if that's something you or a family member can live without, there are cheaper ones out there. But based on my experience, most of the decent quality ones come in somewhere around this price range anyway. Also, I thought it would have been helpful to have the ability to have an extra battery, like some of the more advanced models have, because my dad doesn't always remember to charge them every night. Fortunately though, the little carrier case makes this a lot easier. Okay, so now let me touch on how they've held up for my dad, and if I'd recommend them to you, and why. So I really like that they give you a 100-day risk-free trial, which really means that you can test them out for a while to see whether you like them or not. Most companies don't have an offer like this, so it's definitely worth looking into. My dad really liked how easy they were to use and didn't give him the funky background noise that hearing aids are notorious for. And so far, he hasn't complained of any discomfort after wearing them, sometimes up to 10 hours a day. And in terms of performance, I know that they work because his TV volume isn't audible from the street anymore. And I don't hear what or huh a million times a day. And up to 3 years after you buy your hearing aids, they offer you the option to get a follow-up treatment with their audiologist to help test and improve your hearing, which I feel is really nice and shows that they actually care about your quality of health. So finally, would I recommend the Jabra Enhance? So I'd consider this hearing aid to be the best model in the lowest price range. It doesn't come with a dedicated battery, but it still has most of the features that their top-end models have. So I would consider it a pretty solid choice. But if you're looking for something with really extended battery life that fits around your ear for added comfort, you might want to consider something else, perhaps one of Jabra's top-tier and more expensive models. But if you're just looking for a straightforward, low-profile in-ear hearing aid with no bells and whistles, and that doesn't break the bank, then I definitely recommend the Enhance Select 50R. They're durable, reasonably priced, and come with quite a few features that make it a worthwhile investment. And on a personal note, I know my dad feels better to be able to hear again. And that wraps up my review of Jabra's Enhance hearing aids. And I hope that I've helped you make a decision that's right for you. And in my honest opinion, if you're struggling with hearing problems or know someone who is, be sure to do your research because there are so many options for help out there, whether you try Jabra or not, that can make life a little bit easier. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe for more honest reviews like this one. And once again, if you do want to check out Jabra with a bit of a discount, be sure to use the affiliate link I left down in the description. And remember, you won't find this offer if you go straight to their site. And as always, I love hearing from you guys, so please leave any questions or comments you might have down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.